of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The 46th name is Al-Hakim, and it means all wise, the judicious. In the Quran, Allah refers to himself as Al-Hakim 33 times, okay? Here are some other things to know about Al-Hakim. Basically, it Al-Hakim is one of the ultimate wisdom and judge, decrees, inflict, and relieves in the most rightful way. So Al-Hakim is the one true, in is the only true judge. So, and no one can overturn his judgment, right? No one can overturn and or change his decree. So the root of the word Hakim is Ha Kaf Mim, which has three main meanings: to restrict, or the Quran is also called Hakim because it is a book full of wisdom. So you notice, like, when people say, like, the Muslim has to use wisdom, hekmah. So this Al-Hakim is the one, it comes from Allah's name, right? So we have to be wise enough to make decisions in our life. There's so many ways how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala actually told mankind what to do and when, and then we have to show wisdom. We have to think of wisdom. Moment cannot be from the same, cannot keep on making mistake from the same, like, root. Like, they just can't. They have to use hikmah. They have to, and so Al-Hakim is one of the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that's the wise. The 47th name is Al-Wadud, is one of the name, that means affectionate, like the most loving. Okay, so it appears twice in the Quran, basically two times. Here are some of the meanings that Al-Wadud has, like, basically the source of love, kindness, and affection. The one who is deserving of all love and affection would be Allah himself, right? So he's like mentioning it to us. The one who is the goal of the highest love. We mankind should be aware of that. He is the one, most loving. So why should we not love him the most, right? We must. The one who is the goal of the highest love, the one who loves those who do good and bestows on them his compassion, right? So, yeah. So, Al-Majid is another name, which is 48th name of Allah. The glorious are the most honorable. In the Quran, Allah refers to himself as Al-Majid on two occasions. So Al-Majid is described someone who has many great attributes that reflect honor, glory, and dignity. It can also be used to describe something that has a lot of knowledge and goodness into it, like really goodness, that we mankind probably are not aware of. And the greatest status among all books, the name Al-Majid is also used in the Muslim theophoric name Abdul Majid, which means servant of the all glorious. So just be mindful of that when you come across with this name, that why is this name so important. Most of all of the name are important. Al-Bayt is an attribute linguistically derived from Bayt, which means exciting or stimulating actions. Something that stirs someone to action, sending someone somewhere, going out seeking revenge, or simply waking up someone, or it also means sending a soldier to war. So bat means army. Like it also you know it also basically means to bring life back to that dead. So yeah, that's only Allah can do that. Even the prophet like Jesus or other prophets that who have done this before, it was through Allah's wisdom. Allah has wanted to show the miracles of the prophets so that people understand them. So basically everything actually becomes, Allah is the source. Okay. And now um the 50th name is Al-Shahid, is the name that means the all and ever witnessing. In the Quran, Allah refers to himself as Al-Shahid 18 times. Now, here are some characteristics of Al-Shahid. All-knowing, Al-Shahid is aware of everything. Okay, that's what al-shahid is, like both apparent and hidden, and is present everywhere. So witness of all creation, al-shahid is witness all thoughts, all actions, creation obviously witness on the day of judgment. Okay, al-shahid will be the ultimate witness on the day of judgment. Now, witness for or against, al-shahid will witness for or against people on the day of judgment. So it will be shahada, like we will witness, reward good deeds. Believers have confidence that Allah will reward good deeds because al-shahid witnessed them, right? Al-shahid witnessed them. So punishes evil deeds. Believers have confidence that Allah will punish evil deeds because al-shahid witnessed them. Okay, al-shahid witnessed them. So just be mindful of that, like why al-shahid is so important, like of this Allah's name. So even like in our lifetime, we have to witness at least one time, like just go in front of the Kaaba if you can, or in front of like anywhere where you see some witness, like 2 or 3 witness or 4 witness in front of you. Just witness that, you say your shahada. Like even though you're already born Muslim, doesn't matter. It doesn't take like extra effort, At least you should have said it once in a lifetime. The more shahada, the more the first, you say it, the most chances are, like at the day of your last day, you might utter those words. If you're not habit of using those words in daily life, you might not be able to utter those words at the time of your death. And you know what this shahada will take you to? It will, when somebody's dying, we normally use those, we start reciting the shahada, the la ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah, the kalma. Why? The first kalma, because we want them to recite it before they die, because that should be their last word on their tongue. Those last words, it should be witnessed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that this is a servant of Allah who's witnessing that he's one and only, and that and then Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is the last prophet. So the more you say this, worldly life, the chances are that you might, end up saying it at the time of your death. So this is really clear, the just make your tongue a habit of it. So even in a lifetime, if you have to say it in front of witness, even if you're already a born Muslim, it doesn't matter, man. Like, you still say it, like, just witness it. You just witness it, Okay, 51, Al-Haq is the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And and by the way, the Al Shahid, if you say Shahada, the first kalma I heard like 11,000 times or something, like you might enter paradise. There's so many, like, saying to it, but then there's no fixed quantity. But the more the better. The more you moisturize your tongue with the zikr of the, if you witness, the places you pray at, like every place that you prayed at will witness on the day of judgment. Like, this person prayed here, this person prayed here. The Quran will speak for you. The more you recite, the more the words, like, everything is going to come. It's like ibadah here, but that it's going to be in akhirah, you will get the reward for it. So everything will be witnessed, like, there's nothing hidden. And even in this world, Allah is showing you the signs that, yeah, why, like how you can see on the WhatsApp or on the, TikTok, like, like somebody's all the way on the other end of the world and you can still see them over here. So Allah is showing you signs how you can actually witness other people, like, while you're just sitting here. It's just the technology, but not just the technology, but Allah has made those signs, shown to us. So the 51st name is Al-Haq, is one of the name, which means the truth. Okay, the truth, the reality. The Arabic word haq is now can also mean right. Okay, so it can mean right, and then so basically reality in Islamic context. The Quran, Allah refers to himself as Al-Haq 9 times in the Quran. Can you imagine? 9 times. It's like mentioned Al-Haq, like why Allah is Haq. And still yet people don't understand. They haven't read this book, even though Allah himself, like the creator, of the heavens and the earth, has mentioned this like plenty of time, like is it 9 times that Allah is Haq. Some of the attributes of Al-Haq includes his existence is undeniable. Undeniable, man. And nothing else can exist except him, right? So, and another one is nothing else can exist except him and will be there and was there, forever. And now, his words are truth, right? And his messengers are truth. The books are truth. His religion is truth. Worshipping him alone with no partners or associates is the truth. So basically, Al-Haq is, you can go to all the 7 pillars of Iman, belief. So belief is, we know the 5 pillars of Islam, which are like, that we can witness, we can actually see them. But the 7 pillars of Iman, belief, are also Haq. They're Haq. They're the truth, right? We will see the books, the of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the books sent to us, uh, different forms, different times and ages, his angels, his prophets, and then, all those 7 in order. We should know them as well. But those are from our heart. They're the belief system. So now 52 is Al-Wakil. The 52 second name is Al-Wakil, and it means that, so Al-Wakil is the 52 second name of the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala considered the 52 or 53rd name of Allah, right? So usually al-wakil is an Arabic word that, means advocate, right? Like wakil, advocate, agent or trustee. In Islam, Allah is considered the supreme trustee and can be relied upon to manage all of the affairs perfectly. Now, in the Quran, Allah calls himself Al Wakil on 14 occasions. Okay, um, some meanings of Al Wakil includes the trustee, the guardian, the protector, um, the disposer of affairs. Uh, what else? The ever dependable, the trusted trustee, the best advocate, the ultimate guardian, the most reliable, and the most reliable. Yeah. So, one of the best ways to worship Allah with His name, Al Wakil, is by doing tawakkul. And I'm sure most of us do know what tawakkul means, because which is to have complete trust and utmost reliance upon Allah. So we have to be, because remember, seeing and unseen, we Muslims have those beliefs, so that we have, like, those are in our heart, that we understand, basically. So now, the 53rd name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is Al-Qawi, is a word of the name that means the all-strong, the powerful. It appears in the Quran 9 times, and sorry, I'm just basically it's only one time, only one with unlimited strength, um, which is inexhaustible and never preceded by weakness or followed by a loss of strength. So Al-Qawi affects everything, but nothing can affect him. So Al-Qawi is one of the 99 names of Allah, known as Asmaul Husna. That's what we're talking about. The name Kavi is like also a boy's name, right? Of Arabic origin, and which means strong, powerful, mighty, or vigorous. Like, so this is like really, really powerful. So, a name that we should be, looking into, if we're to to understand them. So the 54th name is Al-Mateen, and um the firm, the steadfast. It describes Allah as having unconquerable. Sorry, I'm just gonna, this is my, so the unconquerable, um power, unconquerable power, and a firm nature, and the ability to overcome everything, okay, through strength of determination. The name comes from the root meme da noon, okay, which has multiple meanings, including to be strong, firm, and hard. Now, to be solid or robust, right? To be like steadfast, determined, and sure. To possess any quality to a strong degree, like to a really strong degree. So now Al-Wali is one of the other name, 55th name, right? The protecting friend, or the Ali. The word Wali has several meanings. That's the word. Wali has several meanings, okay? So the several meanings would be to be a friend and supporter, to defend and guard, to defend and guard, and uh, to turn towards something, to be master and lord. In the Quran, Allah refers, right? That, sorry, my voice is getting. So in the Quran, Allah is referring to himself as a wali, al-wali, like 5 times, including Al-Quran, just 368, Surah 60, verse number 68, uh, Surah 6, verse number 68. Allah is the Ali of the believers. 42, verse number 9. Allah is the protector. 2, verse 253. Allah Wali will bring light into their lives. So, Surah, second Surah, verse number 253, 57, sorry, 257. Now, the Arabic word wali can also mean guardian, custodian, protector, or helper, right? So, in English, it is often used to refer to a Muslim saint or holy person. Now, Al-Hamid is one of the name that means the most praiseworthy. That's the 56th name of Allah. Now, the praise one on the Quran, in the Quran, Allah refers to himself as Al-Hamid 10 times. The word Hamid has like multiple meanings, including, uh, to praise with deep adoration, and, submission, to honor or speak well of, to praise someone for what they do, or their own will do of their own will. So now the root hand appears in the root Hamid appears in the Quran 63 times, okay, in 5 different forms, including Alhamdu, Al-praise be to, Al-hamiduna, those who praise, Mahmuduna, Mahmudun, so that's like Mahmudan, praiseworthy. The name Hamid is variation of Muhammad, peace be upon him, and it is derived from Al-Hamid. Hamid is an Arabic name of boys that means praiseworthy. Okay. Now the 57th name is 57th name is called Al-Muhsi. Al-Muhsi. Now this one is basically okay. So Al-Muhsi is like the one whose count of things is known to him, right? The one who considers all things in the universe and knows the detail of every moment of change. Uh, the comprehends everything and possess all knowing, all knowledge, basically. That's what Al Muhsi is. Now, 58th name is Al Muhbidi, is one of the other 99 names of from Asmaul Husna of Allah's, which is like the originator. He's the originator, Al Mubdi, the initiator. Okay, the one who begins all things, the one who initiate all creation, who's the founder of creation, the one who is the originator of all creation, the one from whom all creation originated. So fifth, that's like, he says kun for yakun, and it just becomes, it just becomes like from out of nowhere. Like it just, every other thing on this planet, Earth or anywhere, does require something, a subject to change to another subject or anything, but only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the only uh, being that can actually make things happen just by saying kun and fayakun, and then it just happens. So it's al-mubdi. Okay, so 59th name is al-mu'id. In Arabic, al-mu'id is a restorer. Okay, restorer, like the one who refashions, right? Refashions a thing. Like he's the one who will restore us back to life on the day of judgment. Can you imagine? This is like another huge, like most a lot of religion, believe on this. Like he will be bringing us back to life. Why? Because that's why we do good. Otherwise there will be too much evil in this world, right? We will be held. There is a concept of day of judgment anyhow. But this is like al-mu'id, which is like the restorer. He will be calling us back to life again. He will, so which has fallen, now the one who will bring us back on the day of judgment, from the root ain waw dal, and which has the following classical Arabic connotations. So to return to something, to repent, reproduce, to come back, to restore to a new. Okay, to renew, right? We will renew after we die. We'll come to a new shape, like exactly same shape, but everything will, the matter will be, we will be dust or something. We will be like bones, but he's gonna bring us back and renew everything, right, of us. Okay, so number 60 is Al-Mu'ay is like one of the other 99 names of Allah, which is like, holy. It means basically the giver of the life. It refers to Allah as the creator of life and the one who decides what will be brought to life. Uh, all Almighty can also refer to ability to give spiritual life to hearts. The root word ha, in Almai has several meanings, including to live, okay, to become distinct or apparent, apparent, to revive, vitalize, and call into being, to be, so it's to be, and it will just exist. So 61 name, the 61th, Al-Mu'mid, is the one who destroyer. It means the destroyer. So the brigader of death, Okay, he's the beginner of the death. So he's the bringer of the death. Sorry, he's going to be bringing the death. So he will destroy it, this world, and bring will be bringer of the death. The one who creates the init inanimate world to all living forms return, right? The one who ordains what shall become lifeless, the one who creates the appearance of death, physically or spiritually, the one who brings death to all creature, you know, creatures basically. So 62, this the name is Al Hayy, is one of the name that has the meaning is the living or the ever living. And who will be ever living? We know that it's Allah Himself will be ever living. It is an Arabic name of that, appears 5 times in the Quran basically. And the name Al Hayy signifies that Allah has a perfect life and is all seeing, all hearing, and all powerful. It also means that Allah is everlasting, basically. Allah is going to be everlasting and undying. He's never going to die. He's undying with a continuous life that has no beginning or end. Anything that has a beginning or end, that's not Allah. So Allah was there forever, will be there forever. So basically, the root ha ya ya from each which hey comes has 4 main meanings: to live, to become, apparent or distinct, to revive, vitalize, and call into being, to sound, to be sound, you know, or whole, basically. So Al Qayyum is 63rd name of Allah, and it's self-subsisting. Okay, it's self-subsisting. So the basically um the word Qayyum comes from the root kaf waw mim, which has multiple meanings. So basically, it has the meaning as now multiple meanings would be um, its ongoing existence. So the word so my phone battery is dying, so I'm gonna be recording this. Okay. Okay, so basically, so we were on the 63 names, 63rd name, which is basically Al Qayyum. Okay, so Al Qayyum is basically the 63rd name, which means self-subsisting. Okay, this is it's basically sustainer. Okay, now the word Qayyum comes from the root word Gaf, Wow, and Meme. Yeah. which has multiple meanings, as we talked, before, that to including to stand or rise up, or to be or begin, to be ongoing and exist, like exit, to be founded or to be built, um, built on, and to manage and to make right. In Sufism, the word qayyum is used to describe dignity. Um, dig- so basically, dignitary upon whom the entire order of existence depends. The doctrine states that only one qayyum is alive at any given time. So it would be any given time, right? So basically, yeah, and that's what it is. Like Al Qayyum is, and 64th name is Al Wajid, is also the finder. It means the finder. Al perceiving, the inventor, and maker. Um, uh, this name Wajid means is also used for actually male, given name and family name of in Arabic origin. It means the one who perceives to or finds, um, or the feminine form of is wajid or wajida. So yeah, so number 65th is 65th name is Al-Majid, which is like the glorious of honorable. It refers to Allah's absolute perfection and his limitation, limitless compassion, generosity, dignity, nobility, and honor. Um, the name Al-Majid is associated with the idea, sorry, it's like nighttime and I'm not able to see it properly, even though the light is just the computer light, so I'm trying to focus here. It refers to, and his limitation, like his generosity, dignity, nobility is like way, and honor. The name Al Majid is associated with, uh, you know, with the idea that anything is possible for Allah, including miracles. Uh, this is because Allah is above the obstacles, and yeah, um, that people perceive for themselves. So the name Majid is derived from the Arabic word Majid basically, and which means glorious one. And it can also, mean great, magnificent, noble, honor, or generosity. In English, like, it can be spelled Majid or Majid. Okay, so the name Abdul Majid is a Muslim therapeutic, theophoric name that combines the Arabic word like Abd and Al Majid. It means servant of all glorious. So basically, that's what it is. And, you know, so 66 name is Al Wahid, and absolute one, the masculine Arabic name Wahid or Wahid Wahid has like feminine from form Wahida. Here are some other names of Allah, like Al Ahad means the one, that signifies God, that God is like, uh only one who is perfectly perfect. Al Wadud means the fish, affectionate, or the most loving. Ali means all knowing one. So those are the, like, just similar names that, you know, we did talked about earlier, like just now. But those are the names that, does requires some. Okay, so basically, um, Al-Samad is name of Allah that appears in the Quran in Surah Al-Ikhlas. And I'm sure we know which Surah is Surah Ikhlas. It means the internal, the absolute refuge, an absolute, unchangeable, independent, and self-sufficient and everlasting. Because that's what his, what Surah Ikhlas is like. The whole surah reflects on his, uh, oneness and his unique form. The name comes from the root Sad Meme Dal, which has like multiple meanings, including the reach or attain, to aim towards something, to turn to, and to need, right? To remain unchanged and unaffected, and to be everlasting and eternal. So Al Samad is like the one who is not, you know, affected by circumstances, because, or something that is solid. Because we all know the circumstances never change, right? In some certain cases, but in this case, like it's explaining us that how Allah Subhanahu wa Taala, nothing changes, no circumstances change his decisions, his being Al Samad, of listening, no capability, like, that is solid, something that's solid. Some say that Al Samad is like the ultimate refuge, and actually sought by deficient mortals. But the name Abdul Samad may be roughly translated as servant of the self-sufficient master, or servant of the eternal refugee. So now 68th name is Al Qadir, which is the one, means the all-powerful, or he who is able to do everything, right? So the name can also be spelled as Qadir. Okay, the root word Qadir comes from the Arabic word, it's, which is Qadir. Yeah, the root word, Qadir, what is, sorry, it's, in the Quran, Allah refers to himself as Al Qadir, right? So the Arabic word is like Kaf Dal Ra, which has like four main meanings into it, right? The measure, distribute, or make manifest, to decree, or ordain, or to prevail. So in the Quran, Allah refers to himself as Al Qadir once only. So basically, it's you know now 69th name of Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. Let's see. It is called Al Muqtadir. Al Muqtadir. So basically, the Quran twice means, it appears twice in the Quran, and the the omnipotent, okay, omnipotent, or the powerful determiner. The name comes from the root Kaf Dal Ra, which has multiple meanings, including uh, to have the power of uh, accomplish, to measure, distribute, or make manifest, to uh, decree or ordain, to prevail. So 17th name, sorry, my voice is getting little because of saying out all the names, too many of them. So, but we need to be understandable. Like it has to be really make it. I'll try to make it really easy to understand, so that I'll try my best, inshallah. Now, 70 name of Allah is Al-Muqaddim. Al-Muqaddim. Okay, Al-Muqaddim. The expeditor. Now, the promoter, or the one who brings forward. Okay, so in the 71st name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in the list of Allah Asmaul Husna, right? Some say that invoking the name of Al-Muqaddim can strengthen faith, increase patience, and inspire confidence in Allah's plan for each person. So now I'm gonna tell you the 71 name is Al-Muakhir, is one of the names of Allah, which means the delayer. So it's only up to Allah who delays things, right? So sometimes that's because of Allah is being, if you plan out something and it just doesn't happen on time, and He delays it means the delayer, or the postponer, or He postponer. It refers to Allah's ability to postpone and put off advancement, or to hold something back until it's in the right place. So al-muakhir is also said to delay the disobedient, grant guidance to the obedient, right? And postpone to the punishment of the oppressor. So that's what, Allah give us time in this world that we can, definitely put off that things like that Allah has recommended us, like, that, for example, uh, if we're disobeying Allah for so many reasons, but then Allah is still, he didn't give us punishment right away. He's just like, being muakhir, like He's putting it till the end. He's watching us. He's giving us all the you know time to reflect and to repent, and giving different signs. That's because Allah is muakhir. 72 name of Allah, which is Al-Awwal. It means the first, okay? And He was always the first, The word Awwal comes from the root Hamza wa Lam, which has multiple meanings, including to be first or before, to become, to come back to, or return, and to be foremost. The root appears in the Quran 170 times, okay? Now, in various forms, so such as like Al-Ula, the first, Ya Uli, Omen, Ali, family people, right? Al-Avalina, the fourth fathers. So, Tavil, Tavilai, so its interpretation, like, that's Tavilai. Now, the 73rd name is Al-Akhir, Al-Akhir. That's the 73rd name, which means the last. In Arabic, it appears in the Quran once only. So, where Allah refers to Himself as Al-Akhir, the word Al-Akhir comes from the root Hamzah, Ra, and which has multiple meanings, including uh, to be later or to put back, to be later, basically, or to put back, to postpone, or to put at the end, to be final, last, and ultimate, just like the day of Akhirah like the day of judgment will be, that's just an example. There should be a lot of examples, for every name of Asmaul Husna, inshallah. But because of the lack of time, it's really late night over here. It's around the Hajj time, so I have to finish these. We'll so the to be final, last, ultimate, al-akhir, can also be interpreted as meaning the one who will continue to exist after all else has been destroyed, or uh, or the eternal, right? That's eternal, basically, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now, 74th name is Al-Zahir, and its meaning is like the evidence. Sorry, the evidence, right? Or the manifest. It refers to Allah's existence, right? And oneness being apparent in the universe, but like not in the not perceptible by like human senses, not perceptible by any human senses, right? In Islam, the word zahir can also refer to the apparent meanings of things, meaning things like, or the exterior or surface of something. That is also a school of thought in Islamic jurisprudence called Zahiri. Zahiri, surface of something, that is, so Zahiri, like, called Zahiri. The Arabic name Zahir is linked to like Al-Zahir, and it it can mean helper, sporter, shining, brilliant, clear, or evidence, like evident, right? Now the 75th name is Al-Dahir, is which are foundational to Islamic theology, right? It means the outward and refers to Allah as the most great, who is above everything and nothing is above Him. The root word, is actually the root word is Zahara, from which ad dahir comes, has five main meanings: to be visible, manifest, and distinct. That's like huge. To open or to come out, to ascend and have a higher status, uh, to subdue and overcome, to help and support others. In the Quran, the root word appears 59 times, and I think it's like 10 dried forms. Yeah. Some examples of these forms include like Zahara is a period. Yazahiru means they have sported. Now, Laizu Hairuhu, that's like to make it prevail. Okay. And Zahiri, Zahirihi, that's like it's his back. Okay. So now the 76th name is Al Batin. Is it means the hidden or knower of hidden things. Is in the Quran, in the Quran, Holy Quran, Allah refers to himself as Al Batin, one solely. Now, Al Batin is one of who concealed and veiled from prescription of creation, right? Now, he is unseen in the world, but his existence is apparent through the signs in creation. So now 77th name is Al-Wali, is protecting friend. That's what it means. The word Wali has several meanings, including to be close and to be a friend, to be like a supporter, to defend and guard in a loving way, to turn towards something, to be master and lord. In the Quran, like Allah refers to himself as like Wali, right? Al-Wali 5 times basically, uh, including Quran Surah 3, verse number 63. Allah is the Ali of the believers. Quran 42, 9. So 42 Surah and 9th verse. Allah is the protector. Second Surah, verse number 257. Al-Wali will bring light into their life. Okay? That's what a wali is. Right? That's what like the friend is. So that the term wali is also used by Muslims to refer as to a saint or literally a friend or of God, right? A friend of God. It's because the friend is there to like help you out, right? Like to bring light in your life. So that's what like al wali that is referred to. So basically, 78th name is al Mutail, al-Muta'ali, so which means like supremely exalted, okay? Now, or the most high, basically. Now, the name al-Muta'ali comes from the root Ain Lam Waw, which has 4 main meanings. So, to be high, lofty, and exalted, and to ascend, to overcome and to overwhelm, to advance and exceed, to be imminent. So in the Quran, Allah refers to himself as Allah, Al-Muta'ali, meaning that he is beyond the highest and far beyond any human thoughts, limit, and ideals. Uh, ideals. He is subterranean. He is basically sublime and is above everything. Uh, so beyond the highest, and far beyond any human thoughts, limits, and ideas. Ideals, basically. So he is sublime and he is above everything because of his might and perfection. Yep. So 79th Albur, his name meaning Albur is meaning you know, the source of goodness. So the kind benefactor, the root word barara of Albar has multiple